Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Taylor's secret revealed, heart specialist appointment revealed. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, recently confessed to Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, that she saw him in Monaco. Taylor says she didn't approach Ridge because he was on a romantic trip with Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. Taylor told Ridge she had an appointment she couldn't miss there. However, Taylor didn't elaborate on the appointment information. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Taylor Hayes' appointment she couldn't miss. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Taylor could have had a number of appointments, but what could there be that she couldn't miss? Taylor strangely mentioned that videos can only do so much for a heart, leading fans to wonder if she could have been there to see a heart doctor herself. Taylor also recently mentioned that she couldn't wait to see her dead daughter again. Taylor seems to be hinting that she could be terminally ill, but she hasn't exactly said the words. Could there be something seriously wrong that prompted Taylor to go to Monaco and then return home to Los Angeles to be near family? B&B spoilers. Could more confessions be coming from Taylor Hayes? Taylor's comments make you wonder if there could be more confessions on the way. After all, Taylor seems to be reflecting on her life and even certain regrets. Taylor knows that Ridge chose to be with Brooke, but she is confessing that she loves him and he will always be the love of her life. Taylor almost seems to be making a plea for Ridge to return to her. Could Taylor fear that she doesn't have much time and want to make sure Ridge knows how she feels before something happens to her? Surely Taylor isn't that shook up by Steffi's ordeal. After all, Taylor was already back in LA when Steffi went missing. Is Taylor simply saying what is on her mind because one never knows what tomorrow brings? The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Taylor Hayes' heart's desire. Ridge is happy that Taylor is home and wants her to stay there. In Ridge's mind, Taylor and Brooke can be a part of the same family, and that is how he sees them. However, if something is truly wrong with Taylor, could Ridge put off a future with Brooke to make Taylor's dying wish come true? Would Ridge expect Brooke to understand his actions? Ridge is much closer to Taylor than most significant others would agree with. However, Ridge obviously expects Brooke to go along with him and Taylor being close. Brooke says she isn't bothered by this. How quickly could Brooke's feelings change if Ridge suddenly wants to be with Taylor in her final days? Could Taylor fake being sick to come between Ridge and Brooke? In a town where secrets are currency and love triangles are as common as family dinners, the bold and the beautiful continues to deliver twists that leave viewers gasping. The latest bombshell? Taylor Hayes, the respected psychiatrist who spent her life helping others navigate their mental health struggles, is hiding a secret that could shatter the lives of everyone around her. Taylor's hidden struggle. For months now, Taylor has been exhibiting subtle signs that something is amiss. Those closest to her, like Ridge and Steffi, have noticed her distracted demeanor, the occasional faraway look in her eyes, and her sudden disappearances. But being a professional at masking her emotions, Taylor managed to keep her struggle buried beneath her calm and composed exterior. Until now. The truth comes to light when Taylor schedules an appointment with a specialist, one whose reputation is known across the country not just as a general practitioner, but as a renowned heart specialist. As the pieces fall into place, it becomes clear that Taylor's secret has less to do with her mind and more to do with her health, her heart, to be exact. A mysterious diagnosis. The day of her appointment begins like any other. Taylor arrives at the doctor's office, trying to maintain a sense of normalcy. She isn't just Taylor Hayes today though, she's a patient, vulnerable and nervous about what comes next. The heart specialist, Dr. Adrian Hartwell, has been following Taylor's case for some time, running tests and evaluations that suggested her condition might be more serious than anticipated. Sitting in the sterile room, Taylor is filled with anxiety. This isn't the life she imagined for herself. She's the strong one, the one who keeps everything together when the world around her falls apart. Yet in this moment, she feels like her world is the one crumbling. Dr. Hartwell enters the room, his face a mask of professionalism, but the news he carries isn't easy to deliver. Taylor, your condition is more advanced than we initially thought. You're dealing with early-stage heart failure. Taylor is stunned. She had expected something manageable, something she could easily take medication for and move on. But this is something that could change the course of her life. She listens as the doctor explains the need for immediate intervention, the potential for surgery, and the long-term treatment plan. It's overwhelming, and for the first time, Taylor feels helpless. Keeping the secret. Despite the gravity of her diagnosis, Taylor's first instinct is to keep the information to herself. She has always been the pillar of strength in her family, and telling Ridge, Steffi, or Thomas about her condition would mean admitting that she isn't as invincible as she's led them to believe. But the stress of keeping such a secret weighs heavily on her. Each day becomes a balancing act as Taylor tries to maintain her role as a mother, a friend, and a professional while dealing with the terrifying reality that her heart is failing her. The impact on Ridge. Ridge Forrester has always had a complicated relationship with Taylor. Though they've been through countless ups and downs, one thing has remained constant: his admiration for her strength. So when Ridge starts noticing Taylor's increasing absences and emotional distance, his concern grows. Ridge confronts her one evening at the Forrester mansion, where the two share a moment of reflection over their past. "You've been acting differently, Taylor. What's going on?" Taylor, torn between her desire to protect him and her need for support, deflects at first. But Ridge is persistent. His piercing gaze doesn't leave hers as he asks again, more softly this time, "Taylor, tell me, are you okay?" The floodgates open. For the first time in weeks, Taylor allows herself to be vulnerable in front of Ridge. "I'm not okay, Ridge. I'm not okay at all." Her voice cracks as she explains her diagnosis, the specialist appointments, and the looming surgery. Ridge is shocked, his heart aching for the woman he's always cared for. He pulls her into an embrace, his mind racing with what this could mean for her and their family. "Why didn't you tell me sooner? You don't have to go through this alone." But Taylor, always the self-reliant one, is hesitant to lean on him too much. She knows how fragile their relationship is and worries that this revelation could strain it even more. Steffi's reaction. When Taylor finally gathers the courage to tell Steffi, the reaction is even more emotional. Steffi, who has idolized her mother's strength her entire life, is devastated. She never imagined a day where Taylor could be vulnerable in such a way, especially when it comes to her health. Steffi immediately throws herself into action, researching every possible treatment, every specialist, and every alternative therapy available. But Taylor, in her wisdom, urges Steffi to slow down. "I don't need you to fix this, Steffi. I just need you to be here." It's a sobering moment for Steffi, one that forces her to realize that not everything can be controlled or solved. Sometimes the best thing to do is simply be present. A new perspective. As Taylor faces the reality of her diagnosis, she begins to see her life in a new light. She starts to reassess her priorities, wondering if it's time to slow down and focus on herself for once. The fierce independence she's always clung to now feels more like a burden than a badge of honor. She begins to open up more to those around her, allowing herself to accept love and support in ways she hasn't before. Ridge, Steffi, and even Thomas rally around her, determined to help her through this difficult time. For the first time in a long time, Taylor isn't the one holding everyone else together. Her family is holding her up instead. What's next for Taylor? The road ahead is uncertain. Taylor's heart condition may require surgery, and the recovery process will be long and difficult. But one thing is for sure, Taylor Hayes isn't going down without a fight. She may be vulnerable now.